Happy Friday, Gems. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you've had a great week. And I hope you have an even better weekend. I hope you're going to do exactly what you want to do. You know, sometimes we spread ourselves so thin and we get so busy. And listen, it's okay to take a breather, take a moment and say, you know what, I'm going to just do me. And that is okay. You have my permission for sure. But, Gems, you know what? I want to talk to you today about people, people in our lives. You know, it's everybody in your life, Gems, has a purpose. Whether they've bought you good, bad, indifferent, positive, negative, toxic, whatever it is they've bought to you in your life, it was for a purpose. And I don't know how often we sit down and actually think about that. You know, because there are a lot of times when friendships don't end well or they end negative, and you just want to be done with it and never think about it again. But do we actually sit back and really analyze, God, why were they here? What purpose were they serving? But Jim's good news. I'm here to tell you everybody that has been in your life or are still in your life has a purpose. And whether it's to test you, to use you, to love you, to bring out the best in you, to bring judgment on you, to give you wisdom, whatever it is, they have a purpose. And just in knowing that little piece helped me. It helped me. So I decided to dig a little deeper and take it a little further. But Gems, the people that are in our life, there are three categories that we can place them in. It's a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And I know we are all so familiar with that. We throw those words around so fast. Girl, it's a reason, season, and a lifetime. But today we're just going to take a few minutes and break those meanings down. Okay, so let's do reason first. Now, the reason someone may be in your life is possibly to gain insight, um, maybe to direct you to another path of purpose that you need to be on. Uh, they could assist you through a difficult time. They could be sitting next to you on the plane and network with you and give you a card that opened up a major door for you that you never thought could happen. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just a reason. Or it could be maybe they said something to you that was uncomfortable or not. And you were supposed to learn something from that. And from that, you took a stand and then, you know what, I'm done with them. Okay. Still, they were there for a reason. The one thing about friendships that come into your life for a reason, once the need is met, once the desire is met, once the prayer is answered, the work is done, we move on. Period, point blank. It's a hard truth sometimes, but it is what it is. We move on, and that's just that. And that road is done. We avoid traveling a path that's no longer going to provide us any opportunities. So that's the reason. Okay. And then we have relationships that are for a season. And that is exactly just that, a season. We don't know how long a season can be. We don't necessarily count it as as a calendar year, but people do come into our life for a season, Gems. And in a time of and when people come into your life for a season, that is at a time where maybe it is to help you grow, it is to help you learn, it is to provide you wisdom or nourishment, or maybe it's to share time with. Maybe you're an answered prayer to them. I don't know, but I do know that when someone is in your life for a season, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's there to help you. It's not to minimize anything. It's just there for us, like I said, to learn and to grow. And one thing about seasonal friendships, they are just that. It is just for a season, and then another season will follow when that season ends. Now, the one thing about seasonal relationships, when they are good, like I can give you a perfect example, and they bring you so much joy, you don't want them to end. But our God has the last say. And a perfect example is my spiritual mom, Pastor Sylvia Penny. That woman poured so much into my life in a certain season of my life. She helped me grow spiritually. I mean, taught me a lot of life lessons. I mean, taught me about people, taught me that I'd be doing this, what I'm doing today. And she was just so monumental in my life, and I looked to her for so many things, like so many answered prayer. I knew if I had prayed about something, and I knew if I called her, God would give me an answer. I knew that. And so when she passed away, when God saw fit it's time to bring my girl home, my daughter home, I was devastated. And because what was happening, my season was ending. Like, and I didn't know what I'd do. Like, who's gonna pour into me now, Lord? I mean, like, what will I do? But like I said, the good news is, excuse me, when one season ends, another season shall follow. And you have to know in your heart that the next season will be bigger and greater and better than the previous season. And it's not to diminish what went on, or lessen what went on in your previous season. It's just that season has come to an end. And we have to learn to accept that and thank God for the season that we were in. So you don't necessarily not smile because it's over. You smile because of the fact that it happened, and it makes you feel good and you're thankful for it. So, and you can use that, be it a good season or a bad season, Gems. Either way, it's just for a season. Learn what you're going to learn from it. You can sit back and reflect on it and be like, you know what? I get it. I get it. So hopefully that helps. And then lastly are the lifetime. There's a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And there are lifers in your world, in your group, in your relationships. And I would say that's one of my favorites, just to know that there are going to be people who are going to be by my side until the day I go to glory. That's a beautiful thing. With our lifers, we go through life lessons together. We build together. But it's a solid foundation that we are building on. It's an emotional foundation. It's an unconditional foundation. It's people that you just love to have in your life and be around, who support you, who uplift you, and you do the same for them. You're there for one another. Doesn't necessarily have to be blood, although our family, our bloodline, we always want them to be our lifers. That might not always be the case. Sometimes family members are here just for a reason or a season, and while that is hurtful, it can be very true, Gems. I mean, this is reality that we are dealing with. This is life, and everybody's just not meant to be in your life forever. And again, don't be upset when a season or the reason ends. Be thankful that it happened, because from that you learned something. You got some type of wisdom. You got some type of knowledge, whether it was going through something that was toxic or judgmental or baggage, whatever it was. You learned what you were supposed to learn, and if you didn't, you start. Okay, but yeah, don't force relationships beyond their purpose. Period, point blank. That is one of the valuable lessons that I learned in doing research on this topic. Don't force a relationship after its purpose, because at the end of the day, if you do, that's going to lead you to disappointment. It's going to put you in a headspace that does not provide you with wealth and wisdom and exciting things to come. Yeah, if it's done, it's done. Close the door, move on, new chapter, new season. It is what it is. Another thing to think about, like I said earlier, don't smile because it's over. Smile because it happened. Some people are here to bring us life lessons. Maybe they're not meant to stay, but the lesson is. So that's a beautiful thing in knowing that. So I say all of this to say, it was very enlightening for me. I hope it is enlightening for you. I'm blessed to now know the difference in why people come into my life, why they leave, because sometimes they're just not meant to be here, and then there's going to be times where they are. Either way, I wish them all well. I wish myself well, and it's a growing experience. It's a learning experience, and yeah, sometimes very eye-opening. So, Gems, I want you to take that for what it's worth. I hope it blessed you. Like I said, it truly was a blessing to me, and I hope to see you next week. I love you guys, and have a blessed week. Mwah. Talk to you soon. Okay.